Hey, welcome back to my survival multiplayer in Minecraft, and I'm going to start off by going into my villager trading hall here. It's not really set up yet, so I decided to get some villagers situated. So the first thing I did was mine carts and rails, and that just wouldn't work. Later on I figured out I just wasn't doing it right. But here's what I ended up with. I have pretty much one of a couple different types. You got shepherd, toolsmith, armor, weaponsmith, and a mason. And then I later add some on the other side, but it was just nice to have a bunch of different kinds of villagers to trade with. So over time, I was just trading gear and gear and gear, and look, I mean, it was even diamond stuff, which is really nice. And then I later made a diamond helmet and enchanted it with protection 3, and I was now full diamond. And then I made a fishing rod and enchanted that with luck of the sea, and now I could do some fishing. This fishing was really nice, and it could help me get a pet cat finally. And then back at my house, I had a cat and a dog, and so I made sure to tame the cat. And then look at this baby I had. Next, it was time to do some exploring, something I hadn't done a whole lot of. You can see I got an acacia sapling and even came across a ruined portal or two. This one didn't have much good stuff, but I mined the cool looking obsidian. Here's the second rune portal, and this one didn't have much good stuff either. So after that, more exploring, and that led me to a faraway village. This village had just a bunch of your typical hay bales and bread and stuff like that, so I made sure to loot as much as I could, including the brewing stand there and some of the chests. I went into my home portal and then made a trip to the nether where I found this bastion. In the bastion there was tons of creepy mobs, but I made sure to take them all out with my new full diamond gear. And there was 2 big chests here that had a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately no netherite, but I was still happy with all the loot. After doing that looting, I found a lodestone in a chest, which is super nice, and I'll definitely use that for my base. And I found all these gold blocks I could mine as well. Then I ran into a nether fortress. This had all the essentials, including blaze powder, so I could finally go to the end. It's coming soon. So here I'm just killing mob after mob, and I even had a wither skull from a wither skeleton. I made a little display at home to show off my skull, and look at all these blaze rods I had. Next, it was time to do some more fishing rod action, so I enchanted 2 more with Unbreaking 3, a Lure 3 Unbreaking 3, and even 1 more with Lure 2. Here I was just making a better fishing rod. Next, I went along and did some traveling in the nether with the other 2 guys. We actually went to the end portal, which one of the guys had found. Here we go hopping in, and I actually couldn't get in the first try. It took me a sec, but here we are in the end fighting the ender dragon. So my plan was just to take out as many crystals as possible with my brand new bow, and I was able to do a lot of damage here, and I let someone else get the last hit. I'm a generous guy. And bang, just like that, we beat the game in a sense. So I made sure to grab the egg, and we'll definitely put that on display somewhere later. When I got back home, I made an ender chest and even did some enchanting. Here were some cool enchants I got. And I even made a better sword. The skeletons on skeleton horses spawned, and it was really weird, but I was glad that it happened because I could grab some new horses. I also did a lot of dirt and terrain management here, as you can see, because I was about to build my biggest base yet, like a town hall of sorts. Here I made a auto concrete mixer, and this was super nice because it could help me get as much white concrete as I was gonna need. I also needed some spruce wood because I thought that would look nice in this new town hall, and it was on to just planting trees and getting resources to build this massive place. I started with some diorite stairs and some wood placed around my entrance, and here's kind of the start of it. I'm cutting lots in between these clips, but yeah, I mean, I just went to work just getting this base together. This was over like a couple days with just progress. Here you can see the white concrete is going to be the walls here, and this is kind of my entrance. Then I placed lots of dirt. And at my house, I named my dog Furry and my cat Cleopatra. Here's some resource gathering. Look at all that sand and gravel that I was using to make the white concrete. This was a tedious process, but finally, here is what I have. This walls here with the white stained glass, and here's another scene where I flattened it all out, made the walls, and now the floor. And that's going to be all that I have for this episode. I just appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.